it's Sarah, the Serial Sirena, coming at you with another YouTube video, but this time we're focusing on one of my mermaid classes that I taught at California Mermaid Convention. So the California Mermaid Convention is in Sacramento, California. It's where a bunch of mermaids gather all around the world just to have fun. There's a ton of events there, and I was able to teach a mermaid course, specifically my Advanced Mermaid and Freediver combo course. So instead of just teaching Advanced Mermaid or just freediving, I wanted to give the mermaid community a chance to earn both certifications at the same time, because a lot of the skills that you learn in either of the courses, they bleed a lot into each other. So why not tick off all the boxes simultaneously? So I wanted to take this opportunity to showcase what a course with me looks like, why you would even take a course in general, PADI Mermaid, PADI Freediver, or if you're interested in taking a course with me in San Diego or anywhere across California. This is a really good insight as to what that looks like. Every instructor is different, every class is going to be different, and every setting is going to be different as well. But this is specifically what we did in Sacramento, California at the California Mermaid Convention. But wait! If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and do that real quick. Just click on that subscribe button so that you get notified when I do post on my channel. And I know I'm not consistent, but when I do post, I do want you guys to be alerted. So go ahead and take that moment to press the subscribe button. So let's get to the videos and see what that looks like. I won't be going into detail about the course content itself, that would take us hours. Instead, we'll be focusing on a general outline and recounting what we did. You'll just have to take the course yourselves. After signing up for the course, my students received an email with all the details, paperwork, and homework that must be completed before class. Next was the knowledge review, which was an online lecture where we went over all the course materials and logistics. This is where we get into the course content and what we'll be doing when we meet in person. Because most of my students aren't local, I like to have my lectures online so that when we arrive at the pool, we're ready to go. Day 1. Our first in-person session starts in the pool, where we develop the fundamentals of freediving and mermaiding. After debriefing our goals for the day, prepping our equipment, and stretching as a group, we hop into the water where we first go over statics, aka apnea, or the breath hold. As it will be the main star of both disciplines, it's important to understand how to safely hold our breaths. I also take a lot of time describing how to mentally prepare for a breath hold by introducing meditative techniques. We also go over how to safety someone through a static and what signs to look out for or to feel as someone who is performing the static themselves or safetying another person. After we go over static rescues, we take a water break and then introduce proper freediving and mermaiding techniques. Because this is also an advanced mermaiding class, my students should already have a solid dolphin kick with a monofin from their previous mermaid course. So here, I like to focus on perfecting that kick, as well as spending a bit more time on their bifin technique as it's a newer skill. Once they've become comfortable, we can start to elongate each dive to where they're able to comfortably combine their breath hold and kick to the point where they can perform a dynamic, moving while holding their breaths. We also learn how to safety each other through a dynamic, a safety skill called buddying. Most of my classes are small in number, which allows me to really focus on each of my students, so I'm able to give them the proper attention and care each of them needs in order to be the best divers they can be. After we've established the fundamentals, we practice rescues. Like the static, we go over what signs to look out for before and during a loss of motor control or a blackout. It's also very important to understand what we would feel if we potentially have an LMC or blackout in order to recognize our limits. After rescues, we take a longer break and finally introduce line diving techniques. This is where we become familiar with the dive float for when we dive at depth in both tail and bifins. At the very end, I give my students a choice to try any of the skills we learned today and even have some time for mermaiding. Day 2 is our open water session at the lake.
Let's go diving!
We start early in the morning, providing us ample time for the class before the convention to apply all the techniques we learned in the pool to the open water. Everything that we learned the previous day will be repeating and solidifying in an open water environment. This is where the mermaid course becomes advanced, and my students learn how to navigate and prepare themselves for open water diving. We go over environmental factors to consider, lifeguard locations, safety, communication, and goals for our dive. After setting out our equipment and debriefing, we stretch, gear up, and head over to the dive site. We kick out to depth, anchor down, and practice line diving techniques, safety, and rescues, applying everything that we learned yesterday. This takes time and repetition, familiarizing ourselves with an open water environment and how to dive a little differently than we did in the pool. But eventually, my students become comfortable enough to dive deeper and deeper to the point where they finally attempted their depth goal and are able to earn their freediver certification. So congrats to Bad Kitty Cosplay and Mermaid Diana for earning both the freediving and advanced mermaiding certifications. So congratulations to both of my students. They did amazing. I am so proud of them, especially for people in the mer community. Giving them that chance to also advance their mermaiding as well as their freediving skills is a huge step. Freediving really is more than just a sport. It's also learning about the safety, understanding what emergencies can look like and what to do in case that does happen. But also taking the course allows them to understand their limits and reach their personal best in terms of depth, in terms of technique, but also safety technique as well. So if you want to see more of my underwater adventures, go ahead and subscribe down below. I do see every comment that you guys leave, and I do reply back as soon as I can because I like seeing your support, and I also like to create a community where everyone's welcome. So if you're new to the mermaid community, to the freediving community, or if you're ever curious about what that looks like, keep following my adventures, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay. You're surprised.